Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be talking to you today from my office. I'm going to introduce you in just a few minutes to our new Director of Equity, Curriculum, and Instruction, Magaly Rodriguez Ronan. I'm very happy that she's joined us in the district this year, and she's going to be able to talk just a little bit about some of the exciting things that we plan to be working on this year. And I might ask her just a couple of questions about herself, so that you can get to know her a little bit better. She's going to be somebody that you'll see quite a bit. She'll be joining us at school committee meetings. She's already been visiting all of the buildings and getting to know the different staff that we have throughout the district. And so I'm really excited that she's joined us, and I look forward to you for your ability to get to know her a little bit better as well too. A couple of quick things to let you know. I want to remind everybody that the special town meeting is happening Monday, October 17th at Westford Academy at 7 o'clock. It's going to be at Westford Academy. 7 o'clock special town meeting. Hopefully we can get enough people out there so that we can have the quorum that we need for these meetings to be effective. There's going to be a family-friendly area for people as well too, which I think was something that was successful at the last town meeting that we had earlier, and so we're going to continue that process with the special town meeting this year as well too. This month, October and November, are the school advisory councils for each one of our schools. They're going to be talking about the priority areas that we're looking at for our upcoming strategic district improvement plan. And I'm also planning to have a Zoom webinar event for people who might not be able to attend any of those school advisory councils as well too. But I look forward to sharing more of that information with you as we head into the fall. As we do head into the fall, I was in a meeting this morning with the Department of Education talking about cold and flu season and reminding everybody the importance of getting your flu shots and the vaccinations. We want to remember that there are a lot of things that might cause a fever for students, and so we want to be supportive of our health staffs in all the schools, that if there's a reason that they need to say that a student needs to be going home, that we understand that that can be an inconvenience for families, but it's something that's very important that we should still be attending to, and there could be a number of reasons why we might need to do that. So I just ask that everybody continue to be patient and supportive of all of our nurses. And with that, I would really like to introduce Magaly. So Magaly Rodriguez Ronan is our Director of Equity, Curriculum, and Instruction, and she comes to us her career before here was in Lowell, primarily, and so I'm going to just give her a chance to just talk for a couple of seconds about the different work that we're going to be doing, and then I'm going to ask her a couple questions.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm starting my 25th year in Westford, and I couldn't be happier. One of my key vision and quote is equity is making room for each individual caregiver and family in our curriculum and instruction. And being in Westford these past few months, I've been able to see what strengths you have. You've done a lot of work with IDMs, you've done work with problem-based learning, and you're certainly demonstrating achievement in your local and state assessments. So kudos to you for that. I'm looking forward to connecting the universal design for learning work with what's already been done in the district, especially with Westford Academy's Portrait for a Graduate, and connecting that to universal design, but also leveraging the work that you've done with Understanding by Design, and also lifting that up further with the UDL framework. I know you've done a lot of work with DEI, and creating a sense of belonging, and I certainly can feel that I am now starting to feel like I belong here too. You do have a lot of strengths, but we also have to remember that we have to also raise our subgroups, so that's something I'll be working on with the coordinators. I'm going to be training them in universal design for learning, and we're going to look at performance-based assessments or rich tasks that are different from traditional assessments. And I'm going to share that work with the specialists first, starting on November 8th. I'm looking forward to that day. The curriculum coordinators have already, started the work with that. And one of my beliefs is a familiar Chinese proverb: if you tell me, I forget. If you show me, I remember. And if you involve me, I understand. And for me, that really gets to the essence and the heart of that sense of belonging, and making sure that we're attending to the whole child. So if you have questions, email me, call me, reach out. I'm happy to talk and share my learning.
Now, I do want to ask you just a couple quick questions. So first quick question. What is it that inspired you to go into education?
That is a great question. For me, it was a community of teachers and coaches that took me in and saw my strengths before I knew them, and can relate it back to my Title I reading teacher, who just made me feel that I could do the work. I'm a product of that, and for me, I wanted to be able to also be mirrored in a sense of the kids that I'm teaching can see themselves in me. Because when I was in school, there weren't a lot of minority teachers, or I didn't see myself in the curriculum. So that was part of the inspiration, is having people believe in me and let me know that you can do this. So.
Well, I already appreciate your positivity and the way in which you are trying to model that for everybody. I think it's excellent, and so we are very grateful that you're here. The hard question now. You are working very hard for us, and I'm seeing that on a daily basis. Yeah. Outside of work, what do you do for fun?
I like to go to Red Sox games, live musical performances. I'm a big fan of being in outdoor festivals. I enjoy art, going to the museums, and spending time with my daughter, who is the light of my life. And I have a lot of pets at home that keep me busy. So I like to take care of them. And I love to garden. I garden every year. I have my little garden, and it brings me that sense of sanctuary.
Well, thank you very much. And you've shared some of that with us too, because you even brought in some plants here, which I thought was...
And some vegetables.
Right?
Yes, you're right.
Well, thank you very much.
Welcome.
So I look forward to talking to you again soon and introducing you to other members of our phenomenal Westford staff. Thank you.